everyone, and welcome to another reading. This time, as it says in the title, it's going to be a love reading, and we are going to focus on their current thoughts, their feelings, and we'll see real quick some of their intentions in the near future. In order to help you choose, I have prepared here 3 options. Group number 1 will get number 8 with the red color. Group number 2 will get the number 6 with, I guess we can call it the rainbow color-ish. And group number 3 will get number 9 with the turquoise color. I don't know how to define this. I guess it looks a bit bluish, but it's a little bit on the green side. So we'll call it a turquoise. I think that's accurate. Okay, please take your time in making your choice. I will put the timestamps in the description box as always, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi, group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose number 8 with the color red, this is going to be for you. Let's find out your person's current thoughts and feelings, and later on we'll see more about their intentions in the near future. Okay, so we have 9 of Pentacles. We have Page of Cups. We have King of Pentacles. We have Death. Ace of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Chariot, Lovers, and we'll squeeze one more, the Emperor. So I adjusted the camera a little bit, the camera angle a little bit, because it didn't seem quite centered. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let's get to your reading, group number 1. From what I'm seeing here, your person is currently in this very selfish sort of energy, okay? They're very focused on themselves. Some of them could be studying, some of them could be focusing on advancing in their career. They are very financially oriented. At this point, they are really enjoying life. They are taking things not very serious, especially when it comes to love matters. Your connection, I don't know if this is going to resonate for everyone. Your connection seems to be a very young one, maybe only at its beginnings, or at least that's how your person perceives this connection. So there's not a lot of investment, especially not a lot of emotional investment so far. It's more like fun, especially, maybe traveling, maybe shopping, sightseeing, things that are sort of based on material things, maybe gifts or something like that. So you might have been showered with attention by this person, you might have been showered with gifts and gestures, romantic gestures, but from their point of view, things are only at the beginning. Now, this doesn't mean that they don't want something more serious, but this person is very, very practical and very much in their head. I feel like this person, whatever the gender of this person, is very focused on finding someone at their level. So not just financial, not just career-wise necessarily, but also at an intellectual level. So they're really focused on finding somebody they can share things with, have interesting conversations, have hobbies in common. It's incredibly important for them to find a common ground with the person they are interested in, or the person they are dating, seeing in a connection with. And it's not, this is a person who's looking for something serious. They are looking to settle down in general, I'm talking. However, they are also very cautious about things, and they like to take things slow, and like I said, see things from a very, very practical nature. This is a very pragmatic person. They pay attention to all the red flags, they pay attention to every single detail, and some of them might have been through some challenging times in their love life in the past, and I feel like they're a bit too quick to move on from people when they don't seem to fit their standards, and they might have quite high standards. Now, so far, when it comes to your connection, you have passed all their, well, unspoken tests. I don't want to refer to them as tests, but all the criteria that they were looking in a potential partner. So I feel like in your case, in your connection, this person is interested in investing a lot more emotionally, on taking this connection to the next level. However, this is going to happen in baby steps because they want things to feel mutual. So while this is a person who is very capable of giving, showering you with attention, showering you with love, showering you with gifts and trips and everything, they want reciprocity. They want to feel like you value them the same way they value you. They could also be, I'm getting a lot of masculine energy, and some of them could be, a bit insecure, or they just like to be respected. I feel like that's incredibly important. They want to be admired. They want you to see them as a model, as a good role model, even as a father figure, not necessarily like, they want children. Of course, that's up to both of you. I don't think the connection is at that level just yet. But they want you to see them as somebody who is admired, who's somebody who is respected, okay? They want you to look with admiration at them, because they want to inspire that sort of things, and I feel like they are willing to give the same thing in return, because we do have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in the same spread. But I don't know, especially if we're talking about a masculine energy, I feel like they want to be in that masculine energy, I feel like they could be very conservative about the gender roles, and they want this balance to be created, and they like communication. I feel like they feel the need for communication. They enjoy communication. They like to share their thoughts and feelings, and they would like from you to do the same. So at this point, this is what they're looking for. Things are not very advanced from their perspective, but they would like things to be more advanced. I feel like they are getting involved emotionally, more involved than they have been before. It's just they are very, very cautious at this point, very analytical about everything. They're still in that, traditional mindset where, we have to be on the same page, and we have to be at the same level in our careers. Maybe some of you might have met each other at a workplace. So if that's the case, or at school, I'm seeing this very cautious energy where we have to be careful. We have to keep this hidden. We have to be discreet about it, because I am seeing a lot of discretion. And if that's the case, they feel like that. They feel like you have to be careful, you have to be discreet, especially if we're thinking about complications. If there could be complications because of your situation, they also have this very emotional side to them, where they would like to be more open about their feelings, but they can't, because they have to remain in this very rational and logical energy. So we'll see some things about their intentions real quick in the near future. We have boundaries with number 3. Boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. We have flower crown with number 12, which breaks down to a 3, again a 3. Wear your power proudly and unapologetically, for it is your birthright and is eternal like the soul. Okay. And creation with number 6, which is basically a sum up of these two. Through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. So this is what I'm seeing here. So far, your person is in this very guarded place, okay? We talked about maybe for some of them very unpleasant romantic experiences. Some of them might have been through some unpleasant romantic experiences, or it's simply the fact that they are being very cautious about the situation, very cautious about their feelings. But I feel like in the near future, they would like to express themselves more. They would like to show you who they truly are. They would like to be more open about their feelings and evolving together, like being vulnerable together, because you see, through the darkness I crossed. So this person has been through difficult times, but I feel like they are willing to learn from those past experiences instead of using those experiences as an excuse to shield themselves from the outside world, and especially from love, and to act all defensive when it comes to love, and all excessively cautious when it comes to love. They are willing to take a risk and present themselves to you as they truly are, and be open and vulnerable with their feelings, and use those past negative experiences to create something new and something beautiful. Because I feel like this person really does trust you. They have a lot of faith in you, and they have a lot of faith in this connection. And I feel like they could find strength in your connection, in you and your connection, and a lot more self-confidence. So they are, very excited about that part. And I feel like you're a source of inspiration for them. So they want to create something new with you, and that's what's going to happen. That's what you should expect in the near future. More openness, maybe a confession of their feelings, maybe taking things more serious. If things were very superficial at this point, or at least that's how they saw it, they are going to start taking things more serious. Don't be surprised if you're going to hear like a love declaration, or you're going to meet family, very close friends, and so on, because they are going to take things to the next level, which is not a very evolved level, considering that you're not at a very evolved level at this point. But progress is going to happen, slow in small steps, but it is going to happen. And slowly they will lower their shields, and things will progress a lot faster and in a more open way than they have so far. Okay, so group number 1, I will leave it at this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hi, group number 2. If you chose number 6 with colors of the rainbow, let's call them colors of the rainbow, although it's not all the colors of the rainbow. This is going to be your reading. Let's see your person's current thoughts and feelings, and we'll get some of their intentions in the near future. Okay, so we have 7 of Wands. We have 9 of Cups. We have 3 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Lovers, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, and 8 of Wands. So at the moment, your person seems to be in a very, very defensive energy. Whatever happened between the two of you, they are holding back big time. They are isolating themselves. I feel like they're closing themselves off to love, to feelings, and they're trying to focus more on, I don't know, having fun. I feel like a lot of them are trying to go out more, spend more time with their friends and their family, their close ones, trying to convince themselves that they are better off alone on their own. They don't need a relationship. They have to focus on other things. A lot of them have to focus on money, or they could be spending more time at work or more time with their colleagues, going out more with their colleagues, or taking on more responsibilities at their job or school or whatever. They are in this very full of pride energy where they're trying to deny their feelings, they're trying to run away from their feelings. I am seeing here that there are feelings. They do have feelings for you. They have invested in this connection. They are invested in this connection, but they seem to be trying to run away from it and trying to justify their behavior by telling themselves that they have to focus on themselves, they have to work on themselves, they have other priorities. There are things that are more important than love, such as building other connections, like personal connections with friends or work connections, have like this connection, what network. For some of them, I'm hearing it could be the case that they are very, very focused on advancing in their career. Whatever the nature of their career is, they are very focused on that. They are very focused on creating like this network of people they know where, these people could help them gain more, get a better position, get a better income, something of that sort. So they are putting their love life on the second place. They are rejecting that. So for a lot of you, I feel like this person does not seem to be very invested. They don't seem to be very open about your connection. They seem to be acting in this very arrogant way. They seem to be putting themselves first, and you kind of feel left out. And it's this runner energy that I'm getting from them, where, you could have, if you are in contact, I'm not seeing a no contact, but situations may be different for all of you. But if you're in contact, if you are in an actual connection, I feel like the physical part of your connection is very good. Okay, it's very satisfying, very fulfilling for both of you, but there's not a lot of emotional investment from their part. And I feel like the more you try to get them to open up, the more they focus on themselves, and the more they seem selfish, and the more they keep communicating to you that they have other things to focus on. So they're keeping their feelings under wraps, but they are starting to develop feelings for you. That's what I'm seeing. They are starting to develop feelings for you. They just feel like it's not the right time. This is not what they're supposed to be doing. This is not what they're supposed to be focusing on. For some of them, it might have started, like this connection might have started as something superficial, like something fun, something to, use as a means to relax, and it's starting to develop into something more serious. And they're starting to feel a sense of loyalty towards you. Okay, so they're starting to feel a bit too devoted to you. And if they were open to the idea of an open relationship or casual dating, now in their head there are these thoughts of maybe making things more exclusive. They could be very possessive of you at this point, although they are trying to deny that. So they're very, very in denial about their feelings for you and related to this connection, because the feelings, the romantic feelings are creeping up on them, and with those romantic feelings come, this sense of jealousy, possessiveness, loyalty. Like they feel like they want to be loyal to you, they want to be exclusive, but confessing that to you will mean confessing their actual feelings towards you. So you never heard of, this, like they're jealous, they're possessive, they want to be exclusive. You didn't hear that from them, because hearing that from them would mean them acknowledging that they're starting to develop feelings for you, and this is not what they wanted, and this is not what they want. But this is beyond their understanding. So they have no control over this part. Okay, so let's get some more. We got that clarified. We have Two of Wands. We have the Hermit. Your person is incredibly conflicted, very, very conflicted. We have Ace of Swords, and very much in their head about it. I wouldn't be surprised if they seemed a bit more cold at this point. So they were fine, they were all fun, they were all casual dating, everything was fine between the two of you, and all of a sudden they started to be more isolated, silent. They were starting to be more in their head, to think about things more. You just kept asking them, okay, what are you thinking of? What's in your head? What's in your soul? What's bothering you? They do seem really bothered. They do seem very conflicted, and they don't want to share that. I feel like it's, for them, it's a matter of priorities that are starting to shift from the goals they used to have in their life before meeting you to something new. 9 of Wands. But this is not going to be an easy journey for them, okay? Because they can't simply give up those old goals, the old values that they used to have. They can't give those up. They have worked too hard and for too long for it. And I feel like for a lot of them, there's this fear that they might lose everything. If they lose their head in this situation, they could lose everything that they've worked hard for. 6 of Cups. Let's see the 6 of Cups. We have 7 of Pentacles. So yes, some of you might have known each other for a long time, or simply your connection is very young still. Or a very superficial level. So it never evolved past the casual dating stage, like I said. And they did have in plan to have a serious connection and a serious commitment. But sometime in the future, sometime very far from this present, because at the moment in present, they were supposed to focus on something else and keep their romantic connections to the casual level. And now, with you in their life, things are starting to become a bit blurry. They don't know what they're supposed to do, because there's this fight between their feelings and their goals in life. And it's in their head, they don't seem to be compatible. They could be compatible. Of course, there are plenty of people who can make a compromise between their love life and their career goals or their studies. But in their head, they feel like they are betraying the promises they have made to themselves, especially their inner child. Like, I'm going to make it in life. I'm going to be successful. I will do whatever it takes. I will sacrifice whatever it takes. And they feel like they're betraying those goals now. So that's why they are feeling so conflicted. So we get a few cards to see their intentions in the near future. We have Goddess with number 14, which breaks down to a 5. Make sure to feel it in your bones, for you are what you believe. We have Creation with number 6. Through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. Very interesting. And we have number 3 with Boundaries. Boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. So in the near future, I'm not seeing much of a progress. There could be more of an openness from their part. But from what I'm seeing here, they will remain focused on their initial goals, and they will remain guarded, And yes, I feel like a lot of them will try to keep things as they are at the moment. Um, I feel like they would try to find some sort of a compromise between, in their head, okay, between their thoughts, their practical thoughts, and their actual feelings. And they will try to keep under control their actual feelings because they don't want them to interfere with their current situation. This person feels safe in the place they find themselves now. I feel like a lot of them are very emotionally immature when it comes to love. I feel like they focus so much on other aspects of life that they actually missed out on love. They rejected love, most of them. So they don't know how to deal with that. They don't know what they're supposed to do about it. They don't know how to have a meaningful relationship, a meaningful connection with somebody they might have feelings for. If you want to continue with this connection, with this relationship, you have to keep in mind that you are going to have to be very, very patient. There are going to be baby steps. You're going to have to be very cautious, very careful, very gentle about this because this person is incredibly defensive. They have their walls up and they keep themselves guarded all the time. And like I said, a lot of them are terrified that you and this connection are threatening their current lifestyle and their initial goals. And they are very scared of that. They are very scared of change, and you see them turning their back. No, she has her back to us, but she's holding this cup with like flowing, I'm guessing that's honey. Right? So they're very focused on prosperity. They're very focused on abundance. That's all they've known. Okay? They don't know much else. So they could be very inexperienced in love or very immature when it comes to that. They might have never had like a very, like a serious connection, a serious commitment. So yeah, this is basically the idea here. This is basically the message for you, group number 2. I will leave it at this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose the turquoise number 1, this is going to be a reading. Let's see. What are your person's current thoughts and feelings? And we'll get some of their intentions in the near future real quick after that. Okay, so let's see. We have the Lovers. We have the Hermit. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have Ace of Cups. I'm sorry. We have 8 of Wands. We have 5 of Cups. We have the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, Strength, and one last card. We have the High Priestess. So I'm seeing here, group number 3, that this person on your mind does have feelings for you. They have feelings for you. I feel like your connection is evolving or is at a good place. But I also feel like your person is hiding things from you. And these things could be either related to a family or they could be related to the past. I feel like your person has some unresolved issues going on that they don't want you to know about. And these unresolved issues could be causing some tension between the two of you. Let me clarify this 5 of Cups real quick. We have 10 of Cups. Oof. This 8 of Swords, we have 10 of... 8 of Wands, we have 10 of Swords. Your person needs to move away from a situation. It is a very stable situation, so something that is very set in place. There are obstacles in your connection, and a lot of these obstacles could be coming from their part, but they could also come from your part. I'm going to be very honest, could be triggering for some people, okay? I feel like one of you or both of you are involved in other connections, stable connections, even family dynamics. Like you could have your own family going on and they could have their own family going on. So this could feel a little bit like a forbidden love. And some of you could actually be no contact. So there are these unspoken feelings and thoughts and desires towards one another. There could also be some sort of like an energetic bond, not necessarily telepathic communication, but some sort of an energetic bond. So it's kind of like you have certain feelings for this person and you are certain that this person will, is sharing these feelings, okay? They have the same feelings for you. But both of you find yourselves in these situations, and I feel like they're not even bad situations. I feel like it's not like both of you are unhappy, but you also have these feelings for one another. You could also have like a past life connection, or you might have known each other in the past. You might have had a relationship in the past, or unconfessed feelings for one another in the past. And you are still reminiscing about those times. So this doesn't have to resonate for everyone. But there is still this dreamy energy, this remembering the past, remembering the good times energy. And this energy does not allow either of you to move on with your lives and focus on your current situations, on your current lives, or your current families. It doesn't necessarily have to be families, or your current lives, because you have this nostalgic energy, both of you. Now, what is the problem with this is that leaving your current situation behind and their current situation behind could cause a lot of problems. It could cause a lot of heartbreak. I feel not just for the people around you or people who are involved, other people who are involved in this situation, like third parties involved in this situation, but also for yourselves. I feel like there's a lot of guilt going on here. You care too much about the people around you, and you also care a lot about yourself, like in themselves as well. This is the case for them as well, to put yourselves in that situation. So there is this dreaming about what could be and what should be done, but in actuality, in the real life, things are very stagnant. It's just dreaming, it's just fantasizing, it's just planning. I feel like both of you are sort of planning that sometime in the future, who knows if destiny allows it. And I want to get something for this Strength card to see what this is about. It does kind of feel like a forbidden love or impossible love. So you don't necessarily have to be in other connections, but there are foundations set in place for both of you. So you find yourselves in very comfortable situations in your life. And in order to pursue whatever you have with this person, things will have to shift in a very dramatic way. And I feel like neither of you are prepared to give all of that away for a memory. So at this point, it's just dreaming, it's just fantasizing, it's just planning. Maybe you are planning too, but they are definitely fantasizing and planning and trying to, come up with some sort of plan for the future. But it's just a plan. It's just a plan. I feel like this is what's holding them in this energetic connection, because it feels more energetic than physical, to be quite honest. Even if you're not at a distance, you are not together. You don't seem to be together. But of course, that won't resonate for everyone, because, this is pretty specific. Okay, so the Strength, we see the Moon. So yeah, this fantasy, this illusion of theirs, this is what keeps them going. This bond that they have with you, this is what keeps them going. Because the situation they find themselves in is not changeable now. It can't be changed. It's just really difficult to put aside and to leave behind. So let's see real quick the next intentions. Their intentions in the near future. So it's a very interesting energy. Like I said, very specific. Might not resonate for a lot of you. If it doesn't, try the other two groups. If not, if none of them resonates, then you know this is not the reading for you. It can happen. We have vision. Number 43 breaks down to a 7. To find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. Hand fasting. Number 17 breaks down to an 8. Wow. The pulse through all that I am. No hidden form is left untouched. I am willing, I am risking, for I yearn for unity spilled lustrously upon my lips. Okay. Milk and butter. Number 25 breaks down to a 7. And we have 2 sevens. Like the silk of one's flesh, I am the giver, I am your eternal. So, this person is willing to take a risk. They are willing to take a risk. Now, will there be actual action in the near future? No. That's still very far away from this present moment, from the moment when you are watching this reading. Because there is a lot that needs to be done. First of all, they are trying to take their fantasy into a more practical area. So they're trying to think of things from a practical point of view, and they're trying to come up with certain solutions. And they are very much aware that in order to gain results in this situation, they need to start doing something, actually taking some sort of action. Just beginning, okay? Just the beginning. But they also need to feel like you share their feelings, because I feel like at this moment, there is a lot of uncertainty regarding your feelings towards one another. And they are willing to take the risk, but they are not sure at this point if they are taking this risk for something real or just for a fantasy. They do have a lot of faith in this connection. They do believe that this is it, this is the connection of their lifetime. You could be the love of their life, okay? And you could have a love of a lifetime. But things in the near future are going to be very, very slow from what I'm seeing. Yet there will be progress. I'm seeing progress. I am seeing taking things from the imaginary realm to the real one. However, I feel like there will be communication if you're not communicating at this point, okay? If you have no contact in one way or another, there will be some sort of a communication. Might be discreet, but they want to kind of test the waters and see how you feel about this situation. So they would know, they would have some sort of a confirmation that things are worth moving forward, and things are, this connection is worth taking that risk, because they will be taking a huge risk in this situation, in this connection, and they are willing to take it. They believe they are making the right decision, but only as long as these feelings are mutual, because no relationship can survive if it's one-sided, of course. So, yes, there will be progress. There is, evolution happening here, but you have to be patient, and when the time comes, and the time will come in the near future, when a communication channel will be open, you will have to be very honest about your feelings. So a lot of it will depend on you and how you will react to their approach. Okay, so rule number 3, I will leave it at this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.